What's good, y'all? It is Freaky Friday.
And today we're talking about stepping out.
Welcome to the Renegade Relationship Realists with Reverend Marquita Pierre McAllister and Rachel Dilling. Please be advised, this channel is rated R for realism.
I was about to say, for that 10, 15 minute or half hour, whatever it was it really worth it? Years that you carried with someone else, or just the whole vision of where you wanted to go with someone else and you totally ruin it? Because, no.
So why do we do it? I mean, we obviously can look at the numbers and we know, what is it, like 70% of men are supposedly stepping out on their women. And we live in a society where, not just our society, I mean, we can go back hundreds and thousands of years, and we know that monogamy has never really worked. That's why you have brothels.
Now, when you say never really worked, we want to clarify that.
Okay.
Because there's two pieces of that. Never really worked as far as people keep stepping out of their marriages. Or never really worked because the people who don't do that aren't happy in the marriage. I mean, they feel restricted because they're not stepping, because the agreement of, in our society, in our culture, we decide that it's monogamous. It's just between two people.
Right.
Now, maybe there's some people out there who really felt, no, I was 100% fulfilled the entire 50 years I was married with that one person. You see, you're smiling and you're laughing because we have not heard that.
Not heard that.
Right? And they say they did it,
right.
But to really be fulfilled and happy, that's two different things.
That is true. And I am not going to say monogamy is good or bad, right or wrong.
Right, no, we're not about that.
That's not about.
At all.
But my thing is that if you're going to do it, it's about, if you're going to step out on your partner, it's the agreement.
Yes.
It's the integrity.
Absolutely.
And so if ex-woman, let's call her Joan, if Joan decides that she wants to go date or sleep with Paul, but she's married to Mike, I think that she needs to be having a conversation with Mike.
Oh, no doubt about it.
Now, what if Mike is completely against the idea?
Right.
Then it's time to have a different conversation.
Which then, therefore, means we get to have a different conversation.
Absolutely. And it's important to have both of those conversations. If Jane is not, Jane, I forgot what I named her.
I think it's Joan.
If Joan is not satisfied with her relationship with Mike and is looking over at Paul, then there's a couple of questions that Joan needs to ask herself. And
Absolutely.
That is, am I getting what I need from Mike? Am I feeling, why am I not getting what I need from Mike?
Right, you got to ask that question, right.
And what can I do if I'm not getting what I need from Mike? What do I need to do to get what I need?
Right. Which is have the conversation.
But we can't just go out and say, or Joan shouldn't, shouldn't's a really hard word, but I would not recommend going out and hanging out with Paul.
Oh, no.
Without having a conversation with Mike.
Well, the thing is, first you have a conversation with Mike because maybe Mike's more willing to do what you think he was not willing to do.
Right.
Or he's willing to shift and change to make sure you don't have to go out with somebody else.
Yeah.
I've seen that happen, as I counsel and stuff. I've seen that happen. But usually what happens is people go stepping out before they've had the conversation with the mate.
Yeah.
Now you're out of integrity with self and the other person. Yeah?
And that destroys relationships.
Absolutely.
So if the goal is to have a loving relationship, then that's not the way to do it.
How long do you want the relationship to be?
Yes, and and you watch it all the time on movies. You see, and you can see it coming, where somebody goes, "Oh, they're cute," and they go and they sleep with them, and they're like, "I'm shocked, I got caught, and now I don't have a relationship." Well, isn't that obvious? That could have happened that way?
TV is hysterical. Okay. Well, it's just funny. I mean, the thing that I think, if I would say something about TV when it comes to this, is they irritate me because they show the obvious.
Right.
What about the other side? The other side where Joan and
Mike and Paul. Joan and Mike and Paul.
What about the side where Joan and Mike actually have a conversation before Joan or Mike steps out? They don't show that part.
That's because it's not drama.
Well, it's not drama, and the real truth is not a lot of people know what we're talking about, that you should have that conversation.
Yeah.
And then people say, but how do you even enter into that conversation? I actually had to do this, and
Are you sharing this story today?
I'm sharing this story today.
Okay.